Do you think you're a beginner cyclist and do you want to take your cycling to the next level? Yeah, there are some things that do hold you back a bit when it comes to getting out there on the bike and getting the most out of this beautiful sport. So in this video we're going to list a few of those things that could take you to the next level. Yeah, now interestingly, these are the subtle things that you might not realize, but it might just accentuate your cycling straight away. 1. Changing gears uphill. A key skill to perfect is changing gears on climbs, making sure that you can maintain your momentum and not lose too much energy, especially over rise and lots of short, sharp climbs. This is really important, so what you want to avoid doing is letting your cadence drop too low so your legs be is too low and you have to do one big gear change and then get yourself back up to speed. Instead, you want to maintain a higher cadence, gradually change gears on a climb, and that way you'll conquer that climb with less energy and keep momentum going, which will make your overall ride that bit easier. 2. Stopping on a climb. The best place to stop when you're riding, be it by yourself or with the group to lose the least time possible, is on a climb. Now stay with me because I know no one else likes to stop and I'll probably get going again, but if you do this when you pull over and your speeds are low, you can fix any mechanicals. Stop for a nature break. Do what you need to do basically, then get going again without losing too much ground to those you're riding with. The alternative to this, doing it on a steep, fast downhill. In these situations you're going to lose a lot of time just coming to a stop. It's going to take time to build your speed back up once again, by which point you've lost a whole load of ground to the green in the first place. So top tip, stop on those inclines and you'll make it easier on yourself. Do any little bits and bobs that you need to do in those group riding situations will mean you'll enjoy your ride that bit much more without too many worries. 3. Working with the wind. Now this is a classic one that beginners always do. I see if you're going to do it all the time, and that's it, exactly on the wheel whatever the wind direction. So what I think you've got to do to move into the immediate phase is have a look and have a think about the wind direction. If the wind direction's coming from the left, then positioning yourself slightly to the right of the wheel in front is going to give you maximum shelter, but have a play around with it. Top tip. Make sure you work out where the wind is coming from and position yourself accordingly. That way you can save as much energy as humanly possible. 4. Braking on corners. Corners can seem daunting, and even if you've perfected the technique, you know what to do. Jam that outside foot in, look through the bend at where you're going, position your body weight right on the bike. It still can be quite hard to pick your pace up. I think the main reason for this is nerves and just not being used to getting through those corners at a fast pace. What you really need to pay attention to if you want to increase your speed is to avoid braking in the corner. That makes it harder to lean the bike in. It pushes you wide, and as a result it means it is much harder to get around those bends. If you can brake before the corner and release the brakes, bend down and really lean the bike in, you'd be surprised at how much grip your bike can take and how much faster you can get through those corners, which overall is going to make for a more enjoyable ride. 5. Getting out of the saddle. Now I gotta say, this is an absolute classic, dropping the bike back when the rider in front gets out the saddle. Yeah, it brings fear to every cyclist when you're riding close, trying to get as much shelter as humanly possible, and then suddenly the rider in front drops out the saddle and drops the wheel back. This is gonna cause carnage. So in order to get out the saddle, make sure you get out the saddle by pushing the bike forward and not backwards. This enables the whole group to hold speed and it doesn't allow anyone to hit your wheel. 6. Using momentum. The next one is the momentum. Now a question for you, are you utilizing momentum to its full potential? Now if it's no, here are a few things of why I think you can use momentum as slightly more efficiently. And what I mean by this is using these downhills to press on a bit, not braking in every corner if you don't need to, like this corner for example. A lot of people would slow down for it, rub off the speed, and then use energy to get back up to speed. So please think about whether you need to brake or not and how hard. And the other way is remember when to push on, when to utilize the momentum, and when you can back off and relax. Make sense? Try it on your next ride. 7.
Riding too hard.
One big mistake that may be holding your back with your fitness when you're out on the bike is taking your easy rides too hard. Pushing on all the time and just pretty much always being at the limit. You need to take your easy rides easy and your hard rides hard, making sure you get that recovery in between each session. It is always tempting to go out and just smash yourself all the time, especially when you're trying to train riding, but that's not going to help things. You want to make sure you have that balance in. Take things easy when you can, then smash it when you can too. So there are a few subtle tips and tricks that you can apply to your cycling that would genuinely really help you and get that speed down a little bit higher. Yeah, let us know if you think we might miss something in the comment section. Let us know if there's anything else you might want help with or you think you could benefit from learning, because we're always open to try and giving you all the best advice we can possibly give. And as always, thanks for watching. Give us a big thumbs up and enjoy your ride.